Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I wanted to check in with you guys and just see how everyone's getting on. I know things are a bit strange and heavy right now, and if you are feeling that way, know that you're not alone, because I'm definitely feeling the heaviness of everything that's happening. So much so that I have come off social media temporarily until everything kind of settles, because I just kind of felt like social media was a bit suffocating, and it's not the sense of seeing everything about the virus everywhere, it's just that I don't know, like social media kind of felt more isolating as well, so I thought, oh, I can't, so I just had to take a bit of a step away, just for my own sake, because sometimes I do go through periods of time where social media just isn't helpful for me and I have to take a step back, and then I'll come back to it eventually when things are okay. So yeah, I definitely do feel that things are heavy, and just wanted to say that you're not alone, and I think everyone is feeling the strange heaviness of this whole situation. I'm in day 9 of self-isolation, and yeah, it's rough. It sucks because my mum's been unwell since before Christmas, so that when she phoned up for advice, she got told to self-isolate for a week, and then they've upped it to 2 weeks, and then since we've been in isolation, more people, we've each individually got unwell with something, so it's not been so fun, and I think as well, like I would consider myself to be like a interactive introvert. Like I do like talking to people, but I also like my own space. But like the meme that I saw, a meme online, and it was about like when you used to love being inside, but you get told to stay in, but now you don't, and then it's like, now I don't want to do this anymore or something like that. That's how I feel. I'm like, oh no, like because I'm being told to, I'd rather not stay inside. But it is extremely important for us all to stay inside and be mindful of everyone else, and it sucks because I can't see Greg either, because he has underlying health issues that could be really fatal if I was to contract anything and pass it on to him. So we've just been FaceTiming and trying to get on with kind of just keep it normal by FaceTiming each other as much as possible. We'll probably get sick of each other by the end of it, but hey ho. But yeah, I know that everything feels very heavy and dark because there's a lot of unknown of like how long will we be stuck inside for, how long will this go on for, and it can be scary, and I know a lot of people are panicking and panic buying, which I understand, but I would like it if people were more mindful of other people. I know it's easy to act irrationally when you feel panic, but I think as well, once you kind of rationalise the panic and see, there's not much that we can do other than, buy what we need and allow everyone else to have some of those things too. And I'm not going to go into like a whole spiel of like, I'm not trying to tell people what to do. I'm just simply trying to encourage people to, be more mindful of others, people who are elderly, vulnerable, like with health issues, or just even anyone, because anyone can contract this, and just be mindful of each other, because we will all get through this eventually if we all just stay inside, wash our hands, and be kind to each other. And I saw a video the other day of this woman who was in the store, and she had like 3 packets of like toilet paper, and this old lady had a packet of toilet paper, and this lady started to wrestle this old lady for the toilet paper. And I know things are scary, but we do not need to wrestle anyone for anything, like we just need to buy what we need and try and work it out as we go along, because there will be enough for everyone if we all just buy what we need, and then it won't make other people panic, because then as soon as a group of people panic, it has like a domino effect of everyone panicking, because they won't think that they won't get anything because they've seen pictures online of things being empty. So it's trying to stop the domino effect and trying to be mindful of other people and to just take what we need. And just to be kind to the people that are working in stores, especially when I was working, although I don't work in a supermarket, just working in a store that sells like soap or like hand sanitizer, you know, it can be quite overwhelming when people start getting angry at you or upset with you, like upset at you because you don't have any. And it's like, you know, we can't do much about that. So just be mindful of the people that work there, because, you know, we are human beings at the end of the day. And it's a bit frustrating too, because, you know, I suffer with IBS, and, you know, with the shortage of toilet paper, you know, not the greatest thing. I do want to talk more in depth about that maybe in another video, but I just never know if that's like too much or anything. But, you know, like, because I have this situation going on, you know, I have to have like a kind of tailored diet, because like certain things irritate my stomach, and, you know, like it's not really ideal with the current situation that we're in. But loads of people are buying these things, and it's very stressful, because at the same time I'm like, I'm trying to manage this because we don't have loads of toilet paper, and, you know, like, I'm trying to think of what we can do alternatively to not, so that I can still eat, so it doesn't trigger anything that might be lingering in my head that might take us as an opportunity to fall back the way. So it's a whole situation of trying to think of things differently and act fast. So also think about other people who have dietary requirements, you know, that are having to go without. But again, I'm not trying to like have a go at people, you know, I'm just simply just trying to encourage some positivity, and, you know, like, as always, just think of others and to be kind. But I just wanted to touch on that briefly. But things to do in isolation is the main point of this video, because, you know, it's gonna be a while that we're gonna have to do things for, and, you know, maybe you've all thought of these things, but I know there has been some people who genuinely are just so lost, they do not know what to do to keep themselves occupied. So I thought maybe it'd be fun to do a little video where we talked about things to do and to keep yourselves occupied. So hopefully this can be helpful and maybe think of things that, you know, you maybe never thought of. But I mean, you might already have, because, you know, Google exists. But anyway, I thought this would be fun for people anyway, just to watch, hopefully. So for me, I made a list of things that I would want to do, or that I think would help me in isolation. So Animal Crossing came out recently. If you haven't seen my last videos where I did the I look for inspired by Animal Crossing and where I spoke about it, yeah, the new Animal Crossing came out, so I have been spending a lot of time playing that, and it's so addictive that time goes by really fast when you play it. So definitely playing like a Switch or a DS if you have one of those still. Just like playing games on that can really take up your time and kind of distract you from everything else that's going on. Playing Xbox, you know, like, especially if you have like the Ultimate Game Pass, you know, like, there's so much games you can play and get through, and also get loads of achievements in the process, and that's always a bonus, especially if you get loads of those. There is a lot of games that are like easy completion and you can get achievements quite quickly, so, you know, like, that's always fun. Drawing is also one thing that I put down, like drawing, like painting and craft stuff, because, you know, like, I personally feel like those things are very therapeutic and can take a lot of time if you really put your like imagination to doing something quite creative. What was another thing? Reading. I love reading. I've not been able to read, well, I've not made enough time to read, is the main thing. So yeah, like reading books, because, you know, especially if you have bought like a series of books, but, you know, you've just never made time or not had time to read them, now is the perfect time to get into that and complete it, and, you know, maybe start some more books that you've wanted to try. Board games as well is something that could be fun to do while we don't have much else to do inside. You know, just like playing board games or jigsaws, like, especially if you get one of those really large jigsaws that, you know, take a lot of time, that could be helpful too, because that would take up a lot of time. If you have like journal things that have like the positivity stuff throughout them, like just journaling through that every day and remembering things that are like positive and stuff like that, or like journal, like, what are they called? Is it called like a bullet journal? No, I don't know what they're called. called, but those journals that you can make that are encouraging positivity. I don't remember the name, but I think if you know what I'm talking about, you'll probably know the name, and I'll probably find it later and be like, oh yeah, well, that was really simple. But yeah, like doing things that kind of like spark positivity and keep us all creative. Like learning to play an instrument if you have one that's just kind of sat away. Like I really need to learn to play the guitar that I have that's there, but I also need to fix the string, so I need to learn how to do that and things. You know, like even just if you have makeup, you know, like sitting about making makeup eye looks, just trying something that you wouldn't usually do just out of boredom kind of thing. Watching TV shows and films is definitely a good one. I might make a video about that, like what I suggest would be good things to watch. But I'm not sure. But if you want suggestions, I can always give you them in the comments, or if you have suggestions for other people that go to the comments, then feel free to leave them there. And plus, Disney Plus has come out today in the UK, so you know there's loads of shows and movies even that we can all watch to get to pass the time. So those are the few things that I thought about to do so far. I might come up with other things, but for the time being, those things will keep me going for a while. You know, like doing more things with your family. You know, if you have like games on your phone that you can play, like charades, and I think there might be some other games because I had a look last night just to see what there was. Just so you can do, obviously social distancing at the same time, because you know you don't want to keep making each other ill. And you know, just trying to like be patient and kind to each other in your household, and you know, just try and make it as fun and less heavy as possible. I'm trying my best to do that, and I hope you guys can try to do that too. I mean, I know it's hard because I have found it quite tough, so I'm grateful that there is these things that I have around that I can, you know, do just to kind of take my mind off of it, because it is becoming quite heavy. And you know, like although I have come away from social media, I have still been watching the news, so I'm still being informed about everything. So it's not like I'm just fully like shutting myself off from everything that's happening. It's just everything that's happening on social media has just felt a lot for me to take on. So I mean, I'll still be on to post the videos and, you know, to comment to people if people comment. It's just the posting and seeing people's post thing is just got a bit much. So you know, even if you feel like it's so you want to take a break from social media, then that's okay too. You know, as long as you still have a way to contact people somehow in a way that doesn't involve like social media, seeing all the posts and things like that, then it should be okay, because then at least you're not fully isolated and you're still being able to talk to people and communicate, because that's always important too. Hopefully this video was okay and structured well, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know the time is like, it's a weird time right now, but we can get through it together. So hopefully everyone is able to find things that are fun for them in isolation, and remember to stay inside and to be kind. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!